Today we're talking about Colombia having a new top product, Russia going into overdrive with their munitions production, a French supermarket calling out the shrinkflation scandal, and more, all in our Friday episode of The Insight Hour. What's going on, guys and gals? I am so happy to see your beautiful faces today. I hope you had a wonderful week, and if not, maybe this will make you smile a little bit. I think it's safe to say we've all been there before. No? Just me and the people in the video? Good to know. Alice, do the thing.
Cocaine is set to overtake oil as Colombia's main export. This development could have far-reaching implications for Colombia and the world at large. The trend suggests a resurgence in the drug trade, which could bring about significant social, economic, and political challenges.
Let's unpack this, shall we? First off, this isn't a sequel to Narcos, although it might as well be. I mean, we are talking about a country that's been battling drug cartels for decades. Oh! And just when you thought they were turning a new leaf, BAM! Cocaine back in the limelight. So, why is this happening? Well, it's a cocktail of factors. I mean, on the global scale, there's a never-ending demand for cocaine, especially in North America and Europe. Domestically, Colombia's oil industry has taken a beating with exports dropping 30% in the first half of this year. So, people are turning to the more profitable, albeit illegal, cocaine trade. Sort of choosing between a 9-to-5 job and becoming a Twitch streamer or YouTuber? High risk, high reward. Don't forget to press the subscribe button. Now, what's the fallout? Well, economically, it'll be a roller coaster. Having an illegal substance being your main export will most likely put you on some sort of ban or do not trade list. I mean, you might as well make Bitcoin your country's currency at this point. It's the only way they're going to be able to do business with the rest of the world. Now, socially, we're most likely looking at spikes in violence, crime, instability, or, well, more instability, I guess. And politically, let's just say Uncle Sam won't be sending Colombia a Christmas card this year. The US sort of has a vested interest in combating the global drug trade, and this could stain relations. Looking ahead though, this could be a throwback to the dark days of Colombia's history. I mean, it calls for a pretty robust response from both domestic and international stakeholders. Policymakers, law enforcement agencies, and international partners are gonna need to step up their game, or maybe do something some might see as radical? Maybe legalizing all the drugs. Look, hear me out. Legalizing drugs could turn a black market into a regulated industry. Oh, I mean, imagine the tax revenue. We're talking schools, hospitals, the student debt we keep getting promised, maybe even a few extra potholes getting filled. It's like turning your grandma's secret moonshine recipe into a legit business. Socially, we could see decreases in drug-related crimes. No more shady deals in dark alleys. Instead, you'd have Bob from accounting casually picking up his weekend stash from a government-approved dispensary. It's like when Prohibition ended. People stopped making bathtub gin. Now we have connoisseurs and brewers and other fancy titles I can't think of right now. Let's not forget health and safety though. Regulation means quality control. No more Russian roulette with what you're putting into your body. And look, not everyone's gonna go out and just start taking heroin because it's legal now. Just like how we didn't all become alcoholics or potheads when, no wait. Okay, so I guess only one of those statements is true? But that's beside the point. Anyway, legalization would make it so places like the US not spend billions on the drug war. So look, I just found billions of dollars to use for, I don't know, useful shit.
Switching gears from the drug trade to the grocery aisle. Carrefour, a French supermarket chain, is taking a bold step to call out shrinkflation by labeling products that have reduced in size but increased in price. From Lindt chocolates to Lipton iced tea, Carrefour aims to pressure big brands like Nestle, PepsiCo, and Unilever to reconsider their pricing strategies.
So this is the first time I'm hearing of Carrefour, but I absolutely love what they're doing. Right now, they're basically the Batman of supermarkets, fighting for truth and justice amongst all grocery aisles. Anyway, they've been slapping warnings on over 26 products telling their customers they're getting less bang for their buck. Imagine going to the grocery store to buy your favorite iced tea and finding out it's been on a diet, but the price hasn't slimmed down. I mean, that's basically what happened with Lipton. A bottle of iced tea went from 1.5 liters to 1.25 liters, resulting in a 40% effective price hike per liter. Now, this isn't just a PSA or a good guy moment, it's more of a power move. As it turns out, Carrefour is gearing up for contract talks with these big brands, and they're rallying us, the consumer, to their side. You know, like gathering your friends to confront the schoolyard bully. Only thing is, we got invited because they want to shake the bully down for money. so we don't really know if the savings are going to get passed along to the customers or go straight into Carrefour's pocket. While the store's campaign is currently only in France, the brands that they're targeting are international giants. So if this works, we could see some kind of ripple effect. Sort of like how one person starts clapping at the end of performance and everyone just kind of jumps in. Anyways, let's talk a little bit more about this precedent Carrefour is setting. It's not just putting labels on products. In a way, it's putting power back in the hands of the consumer, like giving you a magnifying glass to read the fine print that corporations you rather ignore. Now imagine if all other retailers followed suit. We could see a whole new era of transparency in shopping. No more squinting at the back of packages to see if you're getting ripped off. My friends, that is a game changer. Not that I think it's gonna happen. Like I said earlier, it's probably just going to be a way for retailers to shake down companies for more money. So could this be the start of a consumer revolution? Honestly, we're just going to have to wait and see. But we do live in an age where information is power, and Carrefour is handing us the keys to their kingdom. So if it catches on, we could see consumers finally demanding more transparency. And not just in France, but globally. Please be globally. I'm tired of paying $20 for lunch.
Our next topic takes us overseas, focusing on Russia's military production. Despite Western sanctions aimed at reducing Russia's military capabilities, the country is manufacturing up to 7 times as much ammunition as Western arms makers. This has raised concerns among Western officials about the implications for Ukraine, especially as winter approaches.
So let's talk Russia, sanctions, and a whole lot of artillery. First off, let's get one thing straight. Sanctions are like diet plans. They work for a little while, but then you'll find a way around them. The US and Western allies have been trying to cut Russia's military production with sanctions. But, like I said, it's like trying to stop a freight train with a traffic cone. On their part, Russia's found some loopholes, exploited them, and is now producing more artillery than ever. Like telling a kid no to cookies, but then discovering they asked grandma instead. And we all know grandma's gonna say yes. Because she loves me, mom. Now why is this a big deal? Well, Western officials are worried that this could spell a harsh winter for Ukraine. Russia's artillery isn't just for show. They're using it to disrupt civilian life in Ukraine. They're sort of the noisy neighbor who also throws rocks at your window. In fact, Russia's producing so much ammunition that they're producing more than the US and Europe combined. So this isn't just a Ukraine problem. But despite Russia's increased production, they're still using artillery faster than they can produce it. So it's not all smooth sailing for them either. I mean, they're seeking aid from allies like North Korea, so they're still pretty desperate.
A Seattle police officer, Daniel Otterer, is under investigation after his body-worn camera captured him making insensitive comments about a woman who was fatally struck by a police car. Otterer was heard laughing and stating that the victim had limited value. The incident has sparked outrage and calls for accountability.
First off, fuck off, Officer Otterer. The guy was caught in 4K laughing and making derogatory comments about the 23-year-old victim, Jaahnavi Kandula. Now the officer claims he wasn't mocking her, he was mocking city lawyers and being sarcastic. Dude, sarcasm has its places, and it's definitely not at the scene of a fatal accident. So again, fuck this guy. It's just another incident raising serious questions about police accountability. The Seattle Community Police Commission called the comments, quote, heartbreaking and shockingly insensitive. Quote, Digi, no shit. Interestingly enough, the Indian Consulate General in San Francisco has called for a thorough investigation into Kandula's death. So the incident has international eyes on it, and how it's handled may get more scrutiny than they asked for. The Cook County Prosecuting Attorney's Office is currently conducting the criminal review of the fatal crash, and the Office of Police Accountability is responsible for investigating the police body camera footage. Mind you, this case is far from closed, and it's one that we should all keep our eye on.
A new study suggests that the Apollo 17 lunar lander module, left behind by U.S. astronauts, could be causing small tremors known as moonquakes. Researchers used modern algorithms to analyze Apollo-era data, revealing this previously unknown seismic activity. The study offers new insights into how the moon responds to its surroundings and could be essential for future lunar exploration.
I'm sorry, did you say moonquakes?
Yes, I did.
Right, so let's unpack this cosmic conundrum, shall we? First off, let's talk about the Apollo 17 mission. Launched in 1972, the mission left behind a little more than just footprints and flags. They left behind a lunar lander module that's now suspected of causing moonquakes. Sort of like throwing a party and leaving behind the mess. Only this mess is causing seismic activity, so I don't know, when? Anyways, Researchers from institutions like Caltech and NASA have used artificial intelligence to analyze the old Apollo-era data. What they found were giant tremors emitting from the Apollo 17 lander. The moon's extreme temperatures caused these human-made structures to expand and contract, leading to these vibrations. Understanding these moonquakes is apparently crucial for future lunar missions, especially if we're planning on building permanent outposts on the moon. I mean, we need to know how strong our structures need to be and how to make it sustainable for human life. Can I say, though, are we the villain of the story?
Yes.
It's like everywhere we go and everything we touch, we break. Maybe the moon knows we're up to something, and these quakes are just like a warning telling us to back off. Dear God, is the moon alive? Anyways, would you look at that? It's time for you to go watch something else. I mean, I don't mind if it's more of me, but I understand if it's elsewhere. So from us here in your computer, stay weird, stay safe, and we'll catch you next week.